Just had my breakfast today.
You just had breakfast.
Yeah.
What time is it right now for you?
7 in the morning.
7 in the morning. Oh boy,
Yeah.
getting started. Well, actually, you're getting to the end. This is it. We're done. We're always the last
yeah.
class of the day.
Right. Can you make me co-host as well?
Yeah. And then I'll put the names in chat too. So you have them.
And there you go. They're coming in now.
All right. Here's the list.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Donna.
Hi, you coming back?
That was so much fun. I laughed till I cried. My ribs hurt.
Oh my God. We just go off the rails. Hi, Sherry. Hey, Sherry, Tuesday at 1:30, okay for you? For your your class. Tuesday on a it'll be 1:30 your time. Is that good time for you for your graffiti class?
Okay, I missed everything that you said. It just
Oh,
came
I'm
on.
sorry. Your
I think it was
graffiti
me.
class. Would like 1:30 on a Tuesday be okay?
That would be fine.
Okay, good. They're going to be scheduling that finally. I don't know what took so long, but
Oh,
hello,
probably
everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Lindy. Hi, Ann. Welcome. Brenda and Harry. Ann, I like your background. Looks nice. All right. How's everyone doing this Friday night or late afternoon for some people? We're going to give it a few more seconds before we get started to let some people come in. We had changed our entry a little bit, so it takes a little longer to get in. Ooh, look at the picture that Mary Lewis has. Wow. Hey, Nikki, good to see you again. And Caroline. Hello. Caroline, sorry.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Yep, here comes Verna. Did you guys just take a quick nap to recover from the last?
That was riotous. I couldn't even get a word in edgewise.
We missed you, Carolyn.
Thank
Oh,
you.
man.
It was a wild one.
It was wild tonight.
Yes.
Letting loose.
Hi, Nikki. And Sherry, and who else do we have? Oh boy, too many.
Carol
Too many
Sue.
to name.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're still coming in here. Hi, Trina. Welcome. And Julie, Brenda, welcome to the class. Mary Lewis, I like the picture you have there.
Hi there.
Hi. It's very pretty. Where is that picture at? Is that like a stock photo or is that a photo somewhere, Mary? Yeah. I love sunsets
Sunsets, yeah.
over water.
Yeah.
They're the best.
That's Jacksonville Beach.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Nice.
yeah, we do get some pretty sunsets. And sunrise.
Well, yeah, on the East Coast, you get the sunrises are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Hi, Astrid. Welcome. Kathy. Amanda's still connecting.
And I like your picture. And
What?
I like your picture.
Yeah, that's a nice picture too. What's that a picture of?
This is from Iceland. This is waterfalls, and you can walk behind the waterfalls.
Oh, beautiful.
Sunset. It's like sunset water.
Yeah, that looks really nice. All right. I'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll go. Still hear people coming in. All right. All right, then we'll get started here. I want to welcome everyone to get set up. I see some new faces into the class, so I want to welcome you. We're seniors teaching seniors about technology. We also do social hours. Let me find my screen here. Okay. And this is the class tonight we're going to be doing, and this is our art discussion class. We're going to, what we do here is I'll play a video about something that has to do with art. We'll have a short discussion, and then we will play Name That Masterpiece and see how well we can identify these masterpieces. My name is Donna. I'm the guide for tonight. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their fear of technology. And you can always get a recording of this class afterwards by emailing help@getsetup.io. We're not paid to promote any of these, any products here at Get Setup. Not that we're going to promote much tonight, unless you got a fat wallet. So what we're going to do tonight is, I'm going to watch a little video and discuss it, and then we're going to play Name That Masterpiece. And, the reason I came up with this class was just to help people learn about what some of these famous works of art are. So the next time you go to a museum, you're going to, hopefully recognize them. You may or may not remember the name still, so I can't guarantee that. Does anybody have any famous artist or masterpiece that you enjoy looking at that you'd like to share?
I love Michelangelo's Pieta.
Ah, yes. Anyone else? All right.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that he did not give his ear to a barmaid, but it was to be sent to Gauguin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Gauguin was leaving and he wanted him to stay.
Oh.
It didn't work.
I would say it's one of those things where he didn't quite think it all the way through. All right, anyone else? All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring up a video here for you to enjoy. This might help us in our clues looking at these masterpieces. This one, it talks about the early masters and the type of brush strokes that they used in their paintings. So hopefully this will help us. Get this going here.
What is it about a painting that allows us to differentiate one artist from another? How is it that we can distinguish a Cézanne, for example, from a Rembrandt? Part of it is the artist's selection of colors and their perspective on subject matter. But paintings are also unique because of the brush strokes used by the artist. In this video, we're going to explore the development of brush strokes and the masters that made them famous. We'll take a look at how the various strokes influenced artistic style as we trace their progression through history, beginning with the Middle Ages. From the 5th century all the way to the start of the Renaissance in the 1300s, there was a limited variety of brush strokes available to artists because of the nature of the painting mediums that were popular at the time. Back then, artists primarily worked in either fresco or egg tempera. Fresco and egg tempera limited artists' abilities primarily because of their fast drying time. A stroke of egg tempera can dry within 5 seconds, and that means that shortly after laying down a stroke of paint, it would dry and could then very easily leave a hard edge, which would create an obvious brush line. Both paints are pretty much permanent as well, so they presented some challenges for artists. Because of these limitations, much of the artwork seen throughout the Middle Ages, which would include Byzantine, Romanesque, and Gothic art, has a similar look. So what brushstrokes did fresco, egg tempera, and even watercolor artists use at that time? In basic terms, there were 3 ways that they would apply the paint. One method was to apply strokes of paint next to one another in the hopes that they would remain wet long enough to blend before drying. They would typically paint in the direction of the form so that any visible lines would coordinate with the image. And in egg tempera, which had to be applied in very thin layers, a section painted this way would be referred to as a glaze. Glazing, which we see throughout history and in oil painting, is the slow buildup of thin layers of paint. Now, egg tempera and fresco painters could also use a hatching technique, or cross-hatching. To do this, brush strokes are applied in rapid repetition in the same direction, and sometimes also at perpendicular angles, which is called cross-hatching. It's reported that Michelangelo used this technique when painting the Sistine Chapel frescoes. And finally, an artist could simply paint lines and shapes directly, called direct painting, intending them to stand alone, to communicate something such as a boundary of an eye. So when did oil painting come into use? Well, prior to the start of the Renaissance, we find that artists did have some knowledge of oil paint. But it wasn't until Flemish painter Jan van Eyck perfected its use in the early 1400s that the medium started to gain recognition. It's important to keep in mind that most artists at this time had been trained in or worked with egg tempera or other water media paints, so initially they used oil in the same way. In fact, today, experts sometimes have a hard time distinguishing whether paintings during this time of transition were painted in oil or egg tempera. Oil paint stays wet much longer than the other paints and has a denser, butterier consistency, making it remarkably easy to achieve smooth blends. Artists, especially the innovative ones like Van Eyck, must have been thrilled to discover that when they painted strokes side by side as they had with the egg tempera, they could now easily blend them together at a relaxed pace, producing virtually invisible brush strokes and resulting in beautifully smooth color or value transitions. And this then made the effectiveness of glazing even more powerful when done in oil. The transition to oil as a primary painting medium was gradual through the first part of the Renaissance. Jan van Eyck was a critical part of this transitional time period. The style he developed was characterized by incredible realism, minute detail, natural light, and brilliant color, all made possible through his ingenious use of oil paints. He had absolutely seamless brushwork, and his art appears so fresh as if they could have been painted yesterday. Some of the artists during this time of transition would actually use both mediums in the same painting, including the ingenious Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci, who was quite an innovator, perfected a brush technique called sfumato, where the outlines of forms are softened and shadows painted so gently that the image conveys a soft, almost misty appearance referred to as Leonardo's smoke. He achieved it by painting multiple thin layers and making the changes in value very, very gradual. It's one of the reasons his paintings had a very unique, lifelike appearance. Around 1500, we see the artist Titian come into the public eye, another incredibly important figure in art, and someone that would inspire many future generations. Titian is really the first artist to show vigorous, expressive brushwork, often called painterly brushwork, a style in which the artist doesn't care whether a stroke shows, and in fact uses the lines of the individual stroke to impact the painting. He would use his brush to dab, scrape, smooth, and scumble, a freedom of expression that would increase as he progressed in his career. He's also one of the first to use thick paint called impasto, beyond emphasizing highlights. As we'll see, once you add impasto paint as a type of application, the thicker paint opens up the door to a wide variety of brushwork. Another dramatic step in the progression of brushwork is seen in the work of El Greco, who painted in the late 1500s. He completely broke with tradition through his use of very thick paint, very unusual colors, and a distortion of his figures. El Greco looked at Titian's vigorous brushwork for inspiration rather than the smooth techniques used by many of his contemporaries, and started allowing his brush or painting knife to express emotion. El Greco is one of the first artists to use a very stiff hoghair bristle brush, and he would use it to create textural brush lines. You can tell when an artist uses hoghair bristles because unless they smooth it afterwards with a soft bristle brush, the bristle lines are visible in the paint. He's also one of the first artists to use an early version of a palette knife for painting. A close look at his artwork shows that both his brush or knife strokes are broken, and he makes no real attempt to smooth the paint. His contemporaries thought this was really crude, but today, critics consider his work an early form of expressionism. Now, if we compare El Greco's rough creative style with that of his contemporary Caravaggio, who also had an incredible impact on the world of painting, if we forget about their difference in subject matter and color palette and just look strictly at the artist's style in their brushwork, you can see an amazing difference, and you can see how the diametrically different brushwork impacts the piece. They both had major impacts on future artists. Caravaggio's use of light, his seamless glazes, and his invisible brushwork would inspire artists like Velázquez, Rembrandt, and Vermeer, while El Greco's imaginative, expressive brushwork would inspire more modern artists like Manet, Cézanne, and Picasso. As the use of oil became established, artists continued to discover the medium's capabilities. They began to see that they didn't need to be so rigid with their brush. The paint gave them the opportunity to innovate, which is exactly what artists like Rubens, Velázquez, Hals, and Rembrandt would do throughout the Baroque period. These artists would also famously expand the use of impasto, using it to more interestingly portray fabrics, jewelry, and skin texture, while artists like Vermeer stuck to the traditional glazing methods. Peter Paul Rubens was an admirer of Titian's work, and his own work reflected that. He was known for his variety of brushwork, and is the first artist known to thin his paints with turpentine. As he aged, his brushwork loosened and began to take on a kind of energy that later artists would incorporate into their own style. Both Spanish artist Diego Velázquez and Dutch artist Frans Hals would paint realistic portraits and figures, and would find ways to individualize their brushwork. Velázquez through a feathered, kind of a dry brush technique, and Hals through vivid, quick strokes and dabs. In fact, Van Gogh said in a letter to his brother, "What a joy it is to see Frans Hals. How different it is from the paintings, so many of them, where everything is carefully smoothed out in the same manner." Hals and Velázquez set the stage for Rembrandt, a later contemporary and one of the greatest of all Dutch painters. His early work uses the thin, smooth glazes common to the period, but he became highly influenced by the variety of fluid, vigorous brushwork seen in the work of both Titian and Rubens. Velázquez, Hals, and Rembrandt, to me, represent an important step in the history of art. Not only do they masterfully combine thin and thick paint application methods, but they begin to popularize the single stroke expression, or bravura brushwork, which is basically bold, daring brushwork. In fact, Rembrandt is said to have done in one stroke what would have taken others 5 passes to accomplish. Hals and Rembrandt were also the first great masters of what we call directional brush strokes, where the strokes are intentionally left visible and are painted in a direction or with a certain motion in order to convey an object or an aspect of the painting. Now, around this same time period, landscape painting began to take a prominent role in art. Jacob van Ruysdael, one of the greatest Dutch landscape painters, developed new methods of applying paint in order to better communicate aspects of a landscape. He picks up on the idea of using impasto paint to emphasize texture in nature. John Constable, who was popular in the early 1800s, was distinctly influenced by the work of Ruysdael, but he felt that landscapes should represent what you see, not the idealized version that was seen in the Baroque period. Constable painted oil studies on location in order to better reflect realism. What's interesting is his work in these studies is very similar to what we'll see in the work of some of the post-impressionists at the end of that century. He developed lively, free brush techniques in order to capture the quickly changing elements of nature. This freedom initially resembled the style of Ruysdael, but as his career progressed, his self-expression did as well. He took the use of impasto even further than Ruysdael had, whether using a brush or a palette knife. And he would fleck on little bits of off-white paint to add texture to his water and skies, which proved to be a slight irritation to his contemporaries and critics. You could almost call some of Constable's work messy due to the incredible amount of textural brushwork that he has in some of his paintings. It's not until you see it from a distance that it pulls together to convey reality. And of note, towards the end of his career, he picked up watercolor as a painting medium and employed some of the same brush strokes and his vision of nature to that medium, including using washes of color and scumbling. One of Constable's contemporaries was J.M.W. Turner, who was also very innovative, especially in the portrayal of light and atmosphere. Turner worked in both watercolor and oil paints. Because of his work with watercolor, and he was considered one of the greatest watercolorists of his time, he had an additional knowledge of transparency and the benefits of using a white surface. Turner increasingly used less detail in his work as he advanced in his career. His methods of application included thin transparent glazes, soft scumbling, impasto paint, and palette knife work. But he also used directional brush strokes to the extreme, producing an intense sense of drama in his work. Turner had a major influence on the Impressionists who were to come shortly after, including Claude Monet, who discovered Turner's work on a trip to England.
All right, what'd you think of that? Was that interesting?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, hold on. All right. Yeah, the brush strokes. I mean, that really does identify a lot of these. You notice, I know some of you might be new to this class. Others have been here before. Did you recognize some of those paintings? Hopefully you had. Oh, hi, Susan. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, people that came in a little later. Yeah, so anyone have any comments they'd like to add about the video that you just saw? What you found interesting or?
So is this a series on YouTube?
Yes, it is. I'll give you the link. You'll get it in the email afterwards. You can, they do a few more of these going throughout all of the history.
There that was coming afterwards. So.
Yeah, I think there's 4 parts. So you'll get the link to that video and then you'll be able to follow that person. You can check out the rest of them. But I thought it was really interesting the way they went through and just explain the type of paint that they were using and how they were applying it. That was interesting. So, all right. So now, anyone have any other comments or anything? You can go ahead and feel free to talk. All right. All right, so we're going to get started here with our Name That Masterpiece. Okay, the first one coming up here.
Well, that's a Dutch painter.
There we go. This is the first painting. Any guesses?
That the Mariner?
No.
Hmm,
Look at the size of the fish in here. My.
I know I've seen that.
I'm thinking it's Turner. I could be wrong.
Hmm?
Turner?
No, it's not Turner. Any other guesses on this one? All right.
I don't know, but it works for Old Man in the Sea.
Yeah, it
That's
does,
what I
doesn't
thought
it?
of.
That's what I know.
Yes.
You know what? Did someone do a parody of this one or something and call it Old Man in the Sea? Because it does seem like that's been done to this one.
Mm,
No, it's Winslow Homer, The Fog Warning.
The fog warning. Okay.
Pretty good waves. Those are, yeah. All right, let's go to the next one here.
All right, that's a Belgian painter.
That's Bruegel.
Peter Bruegel.
Peter Bruegel.
Yeah. Do you know the name of
Bruegel.
it?
The winter scene?
That's what I would call it.
The Hunt?
It's, yep, Return of the Hunter.
It's in Vienna in the Kunsthistorisches
Oh, really?
with about 7 other of his.
And
What's the proper way to pronounce his name?
Bruegel.
Bruegel.
Okay.
This is the one we always get wrong. We never.
The elder. Don't forget the elder.
The Elder. It's like, oh, the Elder. It's always, he always stumps us. Yeah, this is a great painting. So when you saw this, I didn't catch who saw this. How big is this painting about?
It's pretty big, and it's also the first time that the painters were doing paintings of the way people were living, as opposed to religious or the big kings and all of that. So he was revolutionary in capturing the daily life of people in Flanders.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next here.
Rembrandt?
Yeah, looks like it. Rembrandt on Rhine.
Any other guesses besides Rembrandt?
And Rubens,
Yeah. Do you know the name?
Peter Paul Rubens.
No, the name of the
painting. It's one of the local burgomasters.
there we go. Portrait of the artist.
Oh, Rubens.
Oh, wow.
Rubens, yep.
When he was young.
All right. Oh boy.
No idea.
That's an allegory. That one I don't know. That's probably Italian or something.
Okay. Let's see.
Is that human and
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out really what's going on here.
an animal?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Is it like
Mhm.
a griffin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
it's
right.
female.
Gotta be an Italian painter.
It's
Oh, Edith.
Moreau,
Moria. Moreau.
Rhodopus.
Good stuff.
It's kind of an interesting. Hmm.
I think that's putting it mildly.
All right.
Who was it?
Oh, that was
Toulouse-Lautrec.
Moreau.
No, the prior one. Did you show it? I didn't see it.
Oh no,
It
yeah, that was
Moreau.
the last one.
It was
Yeah.
Moreau.
Moreau.
Moreau, yeah.
All right, who's this one?
Gotta be Lautrec.
Toulouse-Lautrec.
No,
No?
Renoir.
no. Any other guesses? This one might be a little obscure here. Let me show it to you here. Zorn
No idea.
I don't even.
Omnibus. But what talking about brushstrokes? Look at these. Look at back here, all the very heavy. No one knows who that person is?
Never.
No, never heard of it.
Hmm. That's on the lookup list. New artist.
Passing.
Oh, the crucifix. Sure.
Any guesses?
Caravaggio?
No. There we go. Alphonse Mucha?
I guess they were trying to mimic the crucifix, no? Not even close.
I guess. You know what comes to mind is like if you're going to do Jesus Christ Superstar on stage or something. It's
Mhm.
like something like that. Yeah.
They certainly had imagination.
Mm-hmm.
The stars.
Goya.
This is actually the same guy.
Who
Oh,
was the?
really?
Oh. Okay.
Mucha.
Oh.
Slavs in there. Who? All right, I gotta look him up.
What time period is
Stars in their original home.
Let me look up the.
He's from the Czech
Mucha.
Republic. He did those really interesting windows.
Right.
Oh.
And if you've been to Prague, he's got a window, one of those really beautiful windows in the Wenceslas Castle on top of the hill. And he did Sandra Bernhardt, I think was his muse. Does that sound
Oh.
right?
Yeah. Did you have a date for this one?
Yeah, I'm looking up his. My phone is going slow here. I don't know. Okay, he's Mucha. Let's see.
1860 to 1939.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew it had to be very early 1900s. But,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Slavs in their original home is kind of giveaway. Okay.
Nice. The colors. I like the sky here.
Yeah, I love that sky.
Beautiful there. Okay, people working.
It's not Carnival.
It's like hard work.
Steel mill?
No. Okay. Adolf Menzel.
Iron.
The iron rolling mill. That does look like a mill.
Mm-hmm.
Knew it couldn't be steel, but Menzel.
Yeah, Menzel. All right, let's go on. Yep.
That's it for that one.
That's it for that one. We'll go on to the next one here. All right. Bring up the next one. All right, who's this?
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt, yep.
No, it isn't. It's someone probably right around that time. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, Art de Gelder.
Yeah, Art de Gelder. Now, was he around the same time of Rembrandt?
Yeah, around the same Flemish Golden Ages.
Mhm.
Yeah, 1600.
That lace there is pretty nice. All right.
Oh.
Look at all the kids.
No, but it's a hard knock life.
This is
The
Annie.
orphanage, the orphanage.
There's a redhead there.
Now we're doing the production of Annie. She's got a ways to go to get around that table.
Well, you got a redhead there.
Right.
Mhm.
That's why I figured Annie right enough.
Yeah, this one is Albert Anker, 1890.
Which country is that?
Let's see. Let's see where he's from. Anchor.
Dutch?
The Crèche, that looks Flemish and French.
That looks French, yeah. Oh, Switzerland.
Oh yeah, so it's a French Swiss.
Yeah.
French Swiss, yeah. All right.
Dutch, Swiss. They're close.
Oh boy.
That looks British.
Is he yanking at that guy's beard?
Maybe a kid.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Trying to make sure he's dead.
Oh yeah, really? Give it a couple yanks before we throw him in.
I don't know, but the guy in black looks like Severus Snape.
Oh, yeah, this one right here. That's kind of creepy.
That ain't no Dumbledore.
Oh my. It's actually got a funny title on it. Any guesses on who this artist might be?
Oh, Death Becomes Her?
Albert? Edipelt? I like the name though. Duke Carl insulting the corpse of Claus Fleming.
So he's not proposing marriage.
He's not testing to see if he's dead. He's just insulting him. He can't get over it, you know?
Donna,
He's not-
I finally got in.
Hey,
Thank you.
hi,
So-
Christine.
I missed you guys. I'm glad to be here to hear some.
Yeah, we had this. Yeah, so he's insulting the corpse.
How irreverent of him.
Really? Oh, it's interesting with the mirror.
And now she's trying on the pearl earring.
Getting that pearl earring going. Now, can you guess what the name? Does anybody have any guess on the artist?
It is not the girl with the pearl earring.
It's the girl without it. She's putting it on.
She's trying to see if she could be.
Is this the one from the Ida Garden Museum? Out in Boston? The one
You've
that
seen
went-
this one before?
Yeah, is this the one that went missing?
Oh, I might have to write this one down.
I don't know for sure though.
In Boston, you said?
Yeah, out in the Ida Gardner Museum.
During the big raid?
I don't recall when, it's been a couple of years since I've been out there, but I think that there were two that had gotten stolen.
Oh,
One was like the singer or something, because they have music, not the singer, an organ or something.
oh.
Who are the two
Hmm.
items? Guard.
Well, it's Ambrose McAvoy.
McEvoy, McEvoy.
Probably McAvoy.
McAvoy, probably. The earring,
The earring. Okay.
1911.
We were close. It's not pearl, but it was the earring.
It's the earring. We got that part. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
That's Christina.
Christina's
That's
World by
Christina
Andrew
by
Wyatt.
Andrew
Christine's World, Andrew Wyatt.
Yeah, there you go. Very good.
I'm glad that's not my world.
Do you know,
Does anybody know the story behind this one? Like, why is
I
she
do.
laying?
she's handicapped. It's based on his wife, and who is paralyzed and
Yeah.
can't walk to it. It was funny because I just looked that up a couple of months ago.
Did you? Why is she out there so far from the house? That's my question.
Well, he actually, he put in the house and the barn later as an afterthought.
Oh, okay. Like
And he
just-
this wasn't his wife, but it was someone who lived with them, and she was very disabled and she didn't have use of her legs. And why he drew this apparently was because he was walking across the field. I've been there. If you want to go to Maine and see this area, it's beautiful.
okay.
And he saw her struggling to get somewhere. She pulled herself around like this in the house, in the house there in the barn.
Okay.
But when he saw her in the field, he just decided to draw her that way.
Oh, so she was actually in the field like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was, apparently, what I read.
But I thought that the model, the dark hair and the body was his wife. That's not.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right. He did
Yeah.
change that. Yes,
His wife,
absolutely.
but it's modeled on someone who was handicapped.
Hmm.
Kind of a weird story. I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. And we were just talking about the brush strokes. Look at this for the grass.
Mhm.
Pretty good. Oh boy.
Peter Paul Rubens.
No, this is a French guy under Napoleon. What was his name? David? Peter David? Something David?
No.
David?
No,
David?
it's not David.
No.
Not Chagall.
Boy.
We know who it's not. Is it La Revolution?
No.
No.
The battle.
Look at this robe. It's beautiful. This one right here. It's definitely a battle. Or
There's one that's called the battle, I think.
You don't have the year there, do you, Donna?
1810. That helps.
That's not.
It's not a Monet or Van Gogh.
No, it is French.
No. It is French. It's under the Napoleon Wars. That's pretty clear.
So not Renoir though.
No.
All right, here we go.
Oh, and Louis, it's a woman.
Yep.
Hmm.
We have to put her on our list. All right. We have the Women of Art History next Tuesday. No one wants to talk about the women in art.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. Who's this?
What year, Donna?
1628 to 1630.
Could be Rubens because of the,
Titian?
You see the little dog in the left here? Any
Is
other, this is a big name. Any other,
Is
Goliath.
that Deny? Or
No.
Dinae? D-I-N-A. I mean, not the name of the painting, not the
Oh.
artist.
Oh yeah, it is Delilah. Yeah, Delilah. Samson and Delilah. There we go.
Oh,
Van Dyke.
Yeah. I don't think I've
His
ever seen.
facial expressions are very impressive.
Yeah. The eye, the shine right here.
I like the dog.
That's my favorite part out of the whole thing. This looks like just a date gone wrong or something.
Oh.
Donna, you've been on some weird dates.
Yeah, I
Here we
was
go.
a little concerned about that.
Oh man. I hope we don't see anyone cleaning floors again like last week.
Oh, my.
Oh boy, look at this.
What year is this?
1905, 1908.
A painting, not a photograph? Wow.
This is
It looks like an O'Keefe, maybe. If it was.
these more modern guys are hard to guess.
Yeah, yeah.
This is quite the,
Sunset.
yeah. Has anyone heard of this person? Art Kip.
No. And it's so rare to see sunset paintings. That's just so unusual.
Yeah.
For that time, yeah.
And I'm trying to figure
This
out, is
year?
this like a
Oh,
desert
19.
here? I'm trying to figure out, is this like cactus?
It looks like
or something?
cactus, yeah.
It does, doesn't it look like cactus?
No, I
Oh,
think
wait a minute. Where is this? The Dnieper?
it's in Eastern Europe.
It's in
I
Eastern
mean,
Europe.
it's like on the steppes of Russia.
Really?
Yeah.
Would it be a desert?
D and I don't
D-N-I.
know if it's in a desert.
Dnieper.
Yeah.
no, that much.
Is it a J or I?
I?
It's an I.
It's an
It's an
I.
I. Dnieper.
Those
Okay.
are people standing, possibly digging.
Are they people? Maybe,
People?
yeah. Oh,
Could be, yeah.
they could be people, yeah.
They look like people to me. I think
Yeah.
it's on the shore somewhere.
I think they're trees.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of, yeah, it could be a weird tree.
All right.
It says it's in the Ukraine, so that wouldn't
Yeah.
really be desert.
That's their
Yeah, I
file.
wouldn't-
That's
Yeah.
their. It's the way trees
different.
look in the Ukraine.
The things we learn about from these paintings.
Yeah, the river runs from Belarus down to through Ukraine down to the Black Sea.
Oh, wow.
Oil on canvas, sunset in the sky.
Oil on canvas, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Style not widely, it's a style not widely done.
Not widely
Wow.
done.
That's bizarre.
Ooh, this has got a lot of color here.
Crazy.
Look at that
Mark-
macaw.
Parrot man.
Matisse. No,
Yeah.
not
Kind of looks like a Matisse, doesn't there? Or
Yeah, it
something there.
does.
yeah,
Looks like
but
Mark
not the
Chagall to
full
me.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I can see Chagall.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Chagall.
Any others? Is 1912.
Seems too peaceful.
Or Brock or I don't know.
I vote Chagall.
Yeah.
Is this like a
Is
petting zoo or something?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not
Paradise?
petting the parrot.
Yeah, the Paris.
No,
August.
I've never heard
Mac-
of him. Anybody heard of him?
Oh,
Zoological Garden. I like his colors and stuff.
yeah.
Gotta look him up.
Gotta look him up.
Got a little flamingo
This
back
is how we learn about new artists here.
So it's Zoological Garden 1, so he must have
One.
additional one.
There might be a second one.
Two.
There might have been a second one.
He's German.
Oh, okay.
Mackie?
Mackie?
Would have never
Or
guessed
Mac.
German. Boy, he looks so, it's amazing how much he looks like, he must have had influence of,
Cubism.
Oh, wow. I like his work. I have this art history app on my phone, and you can pull up, and he's got really colorful artwork. So you might want to Google him.
I've never seen anything German that looks like this, though.
Yeah, I know. He looks more like the French or something.
Yeah, he must have studied with the
Maybe
French.
oh, wow. He's got landscape with cows.
Maybe he worked with Gauguin.
He's got some really nice stuff. Yeah, he's worth a Google. That's August. He's got very colorful. He has one called Carpet of Flowers. It's beautiful. Huh.
Got a
Alrighty.
throat walker too.
So I didn't see the zoological garden #2. Maybe he forgot to paint it or something.
May not have everything up there.
Yeah. Oh, very pretty. I like him.
All right, who's next?
Oh.
Is this Monet?
No. But you're very warm.
It's that period. It's got to be Renoir.
That was my guess.
Debussy?
No.
Is it Degas?
No.
Mary Cassatt.
No. But you're in the zone here.
Okay,
Yeah.
we give.
You give.
Pissarro? Oh.
Morisot
Huh.
in that group there. Hide and Seek, 1873.
Boy, it sure looks close to Monet, Degas,
Yeah.
all those. It's amazing.
Yep. You can definitely see the.
Maybe they were painting together because, Monet did so many out in the field like that.
Yep. And they have some paintings that look alike. Yep.
Ooh. What year, Donna?
1835.
Mm.
I think we've already seen this one.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I don't recognize the style.
Well, it's a religious painting.
Angel up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The angel. Oh, I thought that was a bird.
It's an angel.
It's an angel. Yeah.
That there's the Gabriel there, or somebody with the horn. I don't know, but that rock in the shadow there is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. The landscape is beautiful.
I'm looking at the one up front here.
Oh, up here, yeah.
Center, yeah, there. That
Nice.
end sticking out is just beautiful. Yeah, that. Look at the detail.
I
in
know.
it.
That's nice.
I don't know who painted that, but gorgeous.
All right. Cora?
Hagar in the
Okay,
Hagar in the
Miko.
wilderness.
Karuk?
Oh, there's a woman.
Hagar in the.
No, watch out. Camille could be a man.
Yeah, that's one of those names that.
Yeah. Camille, is this a woman?
Is it a woman?
Camille.
Yes,
is. Yeah.
Hagar is a woman. She
Yeah, no,
was
but I
the,
mean the author, the painter.
oh,
himself.
Camille Corot. Yeah.
Oh, it's a man. Jean-Baptiste Camille Corot. It's a man.
Oh, it's a man. Okay.
Man, yeah.
It's one of those names we just don't know.
Right. Yeah, Jean Baptiste.
Did you ever watch Saturday Night Live with Pat?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Hagar was the woman that Sarah gave to Abraham, one of her
Right.
servants.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Right.
So
Ishmael was
Ishmael is the
Ishmael was
child.
her son. Yeah.
Call
All right.
me Ishmael.
All right.
He's in tradition. He's the father of the Arabs,
Oh.
the patriarch of the Arabs, and Isaac is the patriarch of the Hebrews, or one of the patriarchs of the Hebrews.
Now here's some heavy brushstrokes.
Heavy, heavy.
Real heavy. This is 1917.
Yeah, this has got to be not crap. Is it Toulouse?
Not crap.
No. No, but it's got to be the suffragettes. But I'm not sure who.
It's not Toulouse-Lautrec, right?
No.
What I said, it's not. I want to believe it is, but I know it's not.
Didn't
You want to will it?
Didn't the suffragettes wear white, or was that just here in the U.S.? Didn't they wear white?
They did at certain things, but they were not always in white.
Oh, okay.
If you think back to Mary Poppins, they didn't. There was no mention of wearing white, but they went and marched. That was a Hillary Clinton thing. Look at the woman in green there.
Oh, who is that?
Christian.
Anybody
Roche?
heard of that person?
No.
Roha.
Albertine.
Albertine, 1917.
No. This is a lot. Kind of interesting because you look at some of his paintings; they're very different than this style.
Where's Sweet Pea?
All right.
He's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Yeah. And this was about a novel.
Oh, really?
He wrote a novel. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, I like the sky on this one.
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
That's nice.
What year, Donna?
1759.
Ooh, early.
Got to be emerging from the storm or something.
Yeah, that sky is beautiful.
Guy's gorgeous, and the detail on the surf there.
The waves and the crashing. Yeah.
Is it a shipwreck? Is that a mast of a
Yep, that's
broken boat they're pulling out of the water?
You just guessed the name of it, shipwreck.
Yeah, because if you look at the boat that's out there, it's busted at the top, and they've got the
Yeah, you can see the mast over here.
Yeah.
Picking out. They're pulling. They're trying to pull.
Yeah.
Probably the people in. They're rescuing them. It looks like everyone's landed on the rocks.
Yeah, that guy looks like he's wearing a red Union suit. Long underwear.
Long underwear.
Well, hey,
Looks like a woman with a child. I don't know, a baby.
Yeah, over here.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Do you see the birds up in the sky? The tiny little birds in the
Oh yeah, up here.
Above, and in the purple too. Look in the purple clouds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
This is nice. All right.
Okay,
Donna.
Renee. That's beautiful. Well, except for the part with the shipwreck.
Like that.
1850.
You know, it's funny. It looks like Georgia O'Keeffe clouds. I know it's not, but George O'Keeffe has a huge like a mural in the Chicago Art Institute. Anybody else seen that? But those clouds, that was, the whole thing is clouds. So I know this isn't O'Keeffe.
Yeah.
Any guesses, anyone?
Not a clue. The Shepherd?
No, it's David Cox, A Windy Day.
Okay.
Must be British.
All right, let's go on to the next.
Wow, I am truly ignorant on art.
Well, you sure stumping us today, Don. Oh,
Yeah.
I know this. I know this. Oh my gosh.
I don't know, but I think this was my last Zoom meeting.
Is this a Zoom? It looks like a Zoom meeting. You're right. Look at everyone's in their little square.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
It's 1650. This is in 1650 how they did Zoom.
It's French, isn't it? Is
They
this,
had to paint everyone's picture and put it on the wall, and then they had their meeting.
would you
Okay,
guess
I need
this
to
is?
see my background for the next
I
meeting.
like that, Donna.
It took a while to do meetings.
Is it French by any chance?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I'm not too sure who's out.
You have
The dress
a
code.
lot of religious.
Yeah,
They look more like Dutch or British.
You have
now this one. You know, I've seen this somewhere
you have this.
because they're all these paintings are telling the story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, here's what it is. David, 10
The top,
years?
the
The
baptism.
younger.
No.
That's in Brussels.
That's in Brussels, the picture gallery in
And
Brussels.
you have the birth. You have almost the when Jesus is being, I guess, the second row, and then
Uh-huh.
his death.
Stations of the Cross.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, they've got it's all up there.
Mhm.
Oh man, to paint all this. I mean, this is
No.
you got to do all these individual little paintings inside your painting.
Painting,
Wonder how long it took him to do this. 'Cause this is very detailed.
the younger.
To be
Well, he
an
was the
artist,
older by the time he finished this. He had to change his name.
This could be a couple classes of art history.
Oh
I
my
wonder
God.
what the measurements are in this painting.
Yeah, I wonder how big this one is. Because to do all this detail, this has to be pretty big, don't you think?
Archduke Leopold Wilhelm and the artists in the Archducal Picture Gallery in Brussels.
That's a
I'm gonna
long
give you a
title.
name.
I feel dumber than when we started.
And just think, the next time we see this, we're going to go, we don't remember who this is.
The Zoom meeting. We have to
This is a
rename.
great painting, though.
I know.
There's so much going on in here.
Oh my Lord.
So where's the artist?
Artist known.
He's in there.
He might be in there. That might be him.
No, he's the guy that's pointing there. So if you look at the bottom third there's a guy with the hat. That's the
Okay.
Archduke, and then the artist is the one pointing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that's a lot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. I guess we'll end on that one. That was,
I would have rather have ended on the three hunks scraping the floor.
oh, do you miss the three hunks?
Yes.
Oh, my God. So for people that weren't here last week, it was really a beautiful painting, but three guys, they had their shirts off and they were stripping a
Scraping a
floor.
hardwood floor.
And, Friday night, some people had some dirty minds going on, and we had all kinds of comments about that one. It was actually really a nice painting. Oh, God.
Oh Lord.
So we have a few new faces. Anne, where are you from?
I'm from Belgium. Brussels.
Belgium. All right, nice.
I've seen that painting.
You've seen that one. Okay, how big is that?
It's big.
Like like a
I
whole
don't-
wall, or you don't remember? It has to be big. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, a piece of a wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
That must have been something to see that one in person.
But that's the way the studios were. I mean, think about it, they were like a store. And so the artist is putting all these paintings one against each other, and that's how he was selling them.
Right. Yeah. That's great.
Amazing. Amazing.
Just amazing. Yeah. All right, everyone. We're a little past the time here tonight, but I do want to thank everyone who came out tonight to do our little fun art game that we play. Stop this here. And for those of you that are new to Get Set Up, we do have other classes related to art. We have an art history class that we do. We have a class on the colorful world of Chihuly. We have a women in art history. That's next Tuesday night. We'll talk about some of the women in art history. There is a Leonardo da Vinci class we have from time to time, and there's a bunch of them. In the email that I'll send you after this class, there will be a link so you can get access to my classes. And in the email, you'll be able to leave your feedback about the class, and any new class suggestions you'd like to do, go ahead and put them in there. And if you ever see an invite a friend button on this site, either in the desktop or the mobile, go ahead and click on invite a friend. You can invite friends through email or through social media like Facebook. And our help at getsetup.io email is great, not just for getting support, but if you want to host an interest group, if you really want to become part of the community, especially if you are interested in art history, it'd be nice to have some people who have some knowledge of it to host groups. That would be great. Let us know. You can also suggest new classes. And if you have an organization that you would like to think that maybe we'd be good partners with them, let us know and we'll contact them. And again, you can always request the session recordings by going to help@getsetup.io. All right, everyone. Hopefully you had fun tonight. It was nice seeing new faces, old faces.
Bye, everybody. Thanks,
Have
Donna.
a great night.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
enjoy your weekend, everyone, and take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.